And thank you for letting us come and play again. Thank you for letting us come and play again. This is neat because everybody is so hyped up. Everybody is so hyped up. You are all just vibrating, 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 vibrating. You are hitting all of the high notes, and you are just got those fingers just going faster than humanly possible on the highest note you can get. Dee, 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 dee. And it is so much fun. It is so much fun to look at you from our point of view because we get to see you in all of your forms, in all of your light glory, in all of your splendidness, in all of your sparkles, and even sparkling sparkles. And we get to see the joys not only in your heart, but on your faces. And even with the eyes closed, you cannot hide what is on your faces from us. And as the Usal who came in and they gave us a bow and they were nice about it. So we allowed them to come through, even though it was our time. And teacher just kind of shook their head and they're like, go ahead, go ahead. So we just decided to wait. But that's okay because we will get our time. We will get our time and you will give us your time and you will give us your hearts, even if you can't see us yet, because that energy will come to you and it will grab a hold of your heart like a big heart hug. And then we will stay there and we will go sleep and we will take a nap in your heart and we will wake up and we will play some more. But we will always be there inside you. And you can call that your inner child, but we are your outer child, which is your inner manifestation of your outer child on your inner side. How's that for some mixed up words? But that's okay. You will sort it out. And as long as you let those inner children come in and play and come out and play too, because you can play inside and you can play outside, but do the frivolous things, do the things which make you joy, which make other people point and stare and say, did you see what they did? And you will say, ooh, that looked like fun. And somewhere in other people, even when they talk to them, they will be like, that is so silly. Let's do that. Let's do that. And now is the time because people need that release. People need that joy. People need to see that stuff. Let you be the example, be the trendsetter. Be the one who skips down the grocery aisle. Be the one who just waves and says hi to every car that passes. Even if you're driving, hopefully while you're in the passenger side, but it doesn't hurt while you're driving. And let them think you're nuts. That is great. Think about all of the stuff that's going through the minds of your humans. And a thought that somebody is nuts will certainly help them break their strain of thought. It will allow them to think differently. It will allow them to think about being nuts. And whether they choose to do so or not is still their choice. But you will have given them a gift. You will have given them the gift of play, and they can refuse it if they wish. Or they can expand upon it and say, that wasn't nuts enough for me. Look at this. And then they can do something totally outrageous, just for fun, just for laughs, just for, we won't say kicks, because that is really not the descriptive term that we wish to apply. But you get the idea. You get the idea. You can be the party favor in the party of their mind. And you can bring that memory home to you that you have made that connection. You have made someone's life better. You have cheered someone up. You have injected them with some love, humorous joy, energy. You have helped them play. You have helped them break those chains of thought which were not serving them. Because when you get that urge, please understand, you do not do anything by yourself. There are not only lots of beings around and lots more beings who are watching, but are observing. They don't have eyes, but that's okay. But you are doing this for other people as well because you are reflecting back to them what they need to see, what they still have inside of them. And that is very important, because that does that to you too. And the more that you act up, act out, act in, then that will help you feel more of you and amp up your vibration so you attract the higher vibration experiences for you. Now, you can go through all of your days mumbling and looking down at your feet and thinking, oh, this is a horrible world I've created or somebody else has created and stuck me with. But that's not true. It is a glorious, wonderful world, and you have just forgotten how wonderful it can be. And that is why we are here to remind you. And that is why we are coming to remind you. And we will never let you forget, because you will see us and we will be among you. And you will say, there is joy, there is glory in the making. And it is in our world and we have brought it to us. And that's because we are worthy of it. And we will be an example for you. We are an example for you. We are an example for all humans to be the best human you can be, to shed all of your fears, all of them. And there are many, many, many. Do not list them. Do not focus on them. Just know that you can substitute joy instead. When you get those thoughts, recognize them and search them out and say, where did you come from? And think back. And you could say, at one point I appreciated you and we were a good team, but now is not the time for you. And you are free to go. And if you latch on to somebody else, then that is their choice. But you are no longer fit for me because I don't need you anymore. And I am going to bid you farewell. Bye bye. And then you let those fears go. And you let those behaviors go. And you recognize, you say, I have this pattern of response. Whenever I encounter this person or a thought of this person, I react this way. And I don't have to. It's just what I've accepted. And that is a major lesson. That is a major lesson because people get used to doing things and it helps you in ways. I mean, it wouldn't be nice if every time you had to go to the grocery store, you had to connect with a map and say, oh my gosh, I've forgotten all of this. Those patterns of behaviors are helpful in navigating literally your 3D world. But on your emotional responses, they are all keyed to beliefs. And if you didn't have that belief, then you wouldn't have that emotion because the belief comes first. Belief comes first. So if you have an emotion, you have a trigger, then you need to look at that. That is an opportunity. That is a flag saying, hey, I'm here. Look at me and love me and view all of the people in it as loving teachers and all of those events as lessons that I didn't pick up on, that I didn't know they were lessons. I just thought I was just experiencing in the 3D world. But that's not the case. That's never the case because that's not the world you created. That's not the creation you worlded. You thought of that before you came here and you said, I'm going to make them forget all about this and we're going to subject them to all of these situations and see if they remember. And it is a slow, arduous way to learn, but it is why you chose it. It is why you chose it. You chose it because you're powerful enough to make those changes. You are powerful enough to play. You are powerful enough to love. You are powerful enough to reach out and help and be of service. Because for every person who you are in service to, you are doing your higher self an even greater service. That's why it feels so good. Whew, whew. That's us feeling good for you. And we have spouted off quite a bit, but that is our role. That is what we like to do. We are sharers. We are sharers at the heart, with the heart, through the heart, and for the heart. And you can take that to the heart bank, and it'll be worth a lot because there is no change coming except for more love and more love and more love. And if you have questions, we can do that. And if you don't, we can do that too.